Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode right here on Podcast with Masingita. This is your boy Masingita, and first of all, Bafetu, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much. We're currently going on 700 plus subscribers, and it's all because of you. Bafetu, I wanted us to talk about this interesting issue of Undersea Cables, the issue that disrupted a lot of people out there, especially people who are dependent on Microsoft Office and obviously other apps that are related to Microsoft. It was a hectic one yesterday where a lot of companies out there, including small businesses, that couldn't do their work, because we know very well that part of the communication strategy that they use, it's mostly on emails, and unfortunately there was no business for them. And I think that made me think about this question today as to what other forms of communication that we can use except the Microsoft ones, because we definitely in a situation whereby if these systems crash, or in a sense, or in this situation that we had yesterday where we couldn't work, what is the way forward about it? And I think it's something that we need to be asking ourselves as people who are in business, as ordinary citizens, as to what other ways are there to adopt or to make sure that there is business continuity, as far as doing what we're supposed to do is concerned. Because I think it's worrying, and you can just imagine if cables under the sea, they can be disrupted just like that, and there's no business happening. Then you can just ask yourself what more can happen. So with that said, that's why I wanted us to talk about that. And I was listening to an interview this morning as well, which is quite interesting, that there's an opportunity on people like your Elon Musk, whereby they can start investing on your networks outside, the air networks, like your 5G networks, whereby people can automatically get the internet through the 5G networks or satellite in a way. But then those obviously require more intervention, more money that needs to be spent and so forth, more investment that will have to take place. But the biggest question is, how do we find other solutions for communication while we have such disruptions that are taking place? And I think it's something that we need to start thinking about as business people, and what is the way forward, as to ensure that if things like this do happen, what do we do about it? And it's so sad that most of the people out there, they were on panic, if I can put it in that way. And chances are that if you look at the date was the 14th. There were some people that have missed deadlines, and as a result, they couldn't do everything that they were supposed to do. So, and I think it was a lesson again that if you're working for a corporate, or if you're working for any company out there, if you are said to be sending certain things at a certain date, you need to do them earlier than that, because you'll never know what is going to happen. And with such, we need to be mindful of such things to happen in the future. But yeah, I think the biggest question is to business people out there, to people who are working with people who are studying, people who are doing whatever. What other forms of communications can we use just to prepare ourselves for future cases whereby we can foresee such from happening? Because it's not the first time and it's not the last time such things do happen, and we do foresee that it will happen again. So with that said, guys, let's think about it, and what is it that we can do better? What type of technology that we can invest on just to avoid such disruptions in future? With that said, Bafetu Danko, we're coming live from Santin, and let's do this right here on Podcast with Masingita. Danko.